Hello and welcome. My name is Stephanie Dawn, and you are here with us at Fierce Friday. I am the chair of the Million Mom Movement Council. I sit on a council with 4 other women, and I believe we are all in attendance today, which is a beautiful thing, spanning throughout the United States. So we are coming together here every Friday to really support you, fellow Americans, fellow Canadians, and even Europeans join us in this Zoom room to really help us all to make the connection between what is going on with our health and what we are eating, and really the corruption of our food systems with herbicides, pesticides, synthetic chemicals that are really meeting us at every turn. They're causing cancers, they're causing all manner of health issues. And we're here to fight back as a community. We're here to fight back as moms and dads that care. We are the Million Mom Movement. We are moms, dads, concerned citizens on a mission to change what's going on in our country. And so thank you for being with us today. Today we are, one of the ways in which we move this movement forward is by sharing about the business that we have, that we all have with Purium Health Products. And, you know, the women who I sit with on this council, we're all leaders in the company. We've all manifested, you know, levels of leadership in the company in terms of our income and in terms of the organizations that we have. And so this is our business focused Zoom today. And so we're gathering you to get together. You've noticed we've created these themes called Ask the Council. So today is Ask the Council Business and Wealth. Okay, we are talking about business, we are talking about entrepreneurialism, we are talking about money, whatever you want to talk about in the realm of business, we are here to support you. There will be hot seat coaching for those of you who are courageous and are desiring to receive some one-on-one support from us. We want to talk with you, we want to coach you, we want to mentor you in whatever ways you're needing a breakthrough. So without further ado, I'd love to call upon my colleague, Jody Parker, who is going to read us the pledge today. Hello, Jody, welcome.
Hello, Stephanie. I just realized I forgot to mute my phone. Now we won't be dinging. That's important. Hey, everyone. How are you on this Friday morning? Am I the only one who Mercury retrograde is getting at? Anybody else? I see a raise of hands on that one. All right. I am going to share my screen because I am going to share the Million Mom Movement pledge with all of you. This is our homepage, millionmommovement.info. And if you go here to movement and join, it will take you to the pledge. I always make a comment as we come to this page that your name and address and zip code, that just comes to us. We do not share your information with anybody else. And if you scroll down to the bottom of the screen, you get to set your intention. So read along with me as I read the Million Mom Movement pledge. I pledge to defend the health of myself and my family. I pledge to choose organic foods that are minimally processed and free of man-made ingredients. I pledge to read labels and educate myself on all aspects of clean living. I understand that my actions today will positively impact the health and environment of future generations. I am committed to sharing this movement of many. I am the Million Mom Movement. I'd like to note that MOM is all in caps because we turned it into an acronym for Movement of Many, because we realized it wasn't just moms who are passionate about this. It is dads, it's aunts and uncles, it's kindergarten teachers, it's therapists, it's you name it. It's all of those people out there that are doing their best to make sure that we are really holding the space for the next 7 generations and creating health and wealth wherever we go. So that is a pledge. I'm going to stop the share. Pass it back to you, Stephanie.
Thank you so much, Jody. All right, now we're going to go to Taz Ferreira in Miami. Hello, Taz. How are you today?
Hello, Stephanie, you know, handling everything. You know, and I love that the pledge is now on the Million Mom Movement app, right? In the Purium app. So we have it in the section in Million Mom Movement. So if you guys don't know that yet, go and check it out. So you can just send that to anyone who this resonates with.
Beautiful. And Taz, will you go ahead and share about the petitions today?
Absolutely. Okay, so the petitions. We talk about glyphosate toxicity all the time. And this is something that is in all of our foods, and not just the food that we eat, the food that we give our children. And it's number one product that it's in. It's something that we as moms give our kids all the time. And do you know what that is? That is Cheerios. And this has affected Stephanie Dawn, our chairwoman's families personally, right? And there's so many moms out there who do not know that there's glyphosate toxicity in Cheerios. We give our kids this all the time. So we are demanding that General Mills start labeling their cereals, start labeling what glyphosate, right? Because so many moms tell us, well, how do we know there's glyphosate inside? We don't see a labeling, right? But you have to look at what is not on the label. And for that to happen, they need to start labeling it. So this is why we created this petition. And we have, I think, 1,181 signers, right? But we need to get this over 1 million. And Stephanie Dawn herself will be taking this to General Mills. Imagine the impact that we will make by bringing this to them and telling them we demand you start labeling everything. That would be a joyous moment in our entire movement. I can't wait for that moment. So back to you, Stephanie. Please share this petition with everyone you encounter.
Thank you. We've got a long way to go, and we rely on you to educate. We rely on you, the members of the Million Mom Movement, to educate about this petition. So thank you so much, Taz. Okay, now we're going to go to Carmela Velarde, and she's going to share about our scholarships, which we're incredibly proud of.
Thanks, Steph. Thanks, Taz. So our scholarship, guys. So we are super proud at Purium to create more opportunities for people to succeed. And in this time where people need more opportunities, especially with people having to leave their jobs or needing another income, how many people can you think of can really be on this list? Well, we have a scholarship opportunity for you to share. So remember, we're not selling, we're sharing. And when we're sharing an opportunity, remember, this is life-changing. So when you go onto the Million Mom Movement website, you're going to find what we're giving away is our best featured transformation packs. So we're going to help you create a message by giving you the first month, the ULT. What is the ULT? It's the product that's best for most. So why not create an opportunity for people to see what it looks like with you sharing it? And that's the business. So imagine a business as simple as getting healthy and sharing it and going into profits. I mean, then the second month, you get to share the amazing juice bar in a bag. I mean, who doesn't love to be able to share so many different individual ingredients put into cool mixes and drinks that you make at your home, and even food for your family, and the daily core 4, which is what you follow up with anyway with the ULT. And then the third month, you get to choose. So we do have a family pack, which is amazing, and a new grain-free pack. So then you can start to open up your audience to share, well, what else does this company have to offer? And you're going to take people on a journey. Whoever wins the scholarship has to see the bigger picture. So we invite you to invite others to have that vision, and you have to put it out there for them when you invite them to this application, because this application is for people who are business forward, and they're in North America. So it's Canada and the United States only. And you're the guide. So you're going to be their mentor. So let them know how they can illustrate this message through the 3 packs, through the 3 months. And I'm super excited to share, that we are creating a 90-day plan for people to start to do this. So this is also very applicable then for all brand partners, because all brand partners need a 90-day plan. And this run will help you literally take people through these 3 packs and create great income. # Millie the Mom Movement. So I pass it on to you guys.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Your enthusiasm is contagious, Carmela. Love you. All right, we're going to go over to the Fair Islands of Hawaii to Ms. Naiva Flory, our social media maven. Aloha.
Hi, aloha everyone. Good morning from Kauai. And it is my pleasure to continuously grow our movement through our social media platforms. So I want to invite you, if you're not already following us on the various platforms, to please do so. Our very first way that we started sharing via social media was on Facebook. So we have a Facebook page and we have a Facebook group called Million Mom Movement for the page and Million Mom Movement Official for the group. We'd love to invite you to follow the page as well as join the group. Within the group, we've created some amazing tools for you to share in your stories. So we've created some story memes that are just so important and so educational about glyphosate and our movement and what it is that we're passionate about. So I invite you to join the group, save some of those to your phone and share them in your stories as you see fit. We also have a Instagram page, which is where I primarily focus on reposting your content. So if you're on Instagram and you use these hashtags, you make it easier for me to find you, and you can be featured on our Million Mom Movement page. I also, if you tag me in your stories, I will share the stories, and we want to invite you to be promoted through our movement in that way. So please go to Instagram, follow that page, and tag us when you're posting. Also, in the Instagram link in the bio, you will find all the links to the things we talked about today, the scholarship, the pledge. You can find our website, you can find recipes, you can find so much in the link in our bio on Instagram, as well as the link to Fierce Friday. So if ever you can't find the link, it's in the link in our bio on Instagram. Also, when I post on Instagram, it filters through our Facebook page and our Twitter. So everything that gets posted on Instagram goes on both of those pages. It's all the same content. And lastly, we have a YouTube channel where all of our Fierce Fridays and Lunch and Learns are posted after we do the presentation. So if you've missed a past Fierce Friday or a past Lunch and Learn, feel free to go to our YouTube channel and find us there and subscribe. You can also find that link in our link on YouTube. On our Instagram link, in our bio, you can find the link to our YouTube channel as well. So I hope this is helpful for you. I look forward to reposting your content, and back to you, Stephanie.
Sweet. Thank you so much, Naiva. All right. Well, let's dive in, MMM family. Let's have some fun focusing on our businesses today, shall we? I love this topic. Before I ever became a Purium brand partner, I was a business coach, and I worked with women entrepreneurs, predominantly, some men, but mostly women, to help them double and triple their income. And now I get to do that with my Purium organization. And I get to, share with you, and we all of us who are on this council get to share with you the tips, the tools, the coaching, the mentoring that we get to work with our teams on to help them grow their businesses. So this is meant to be fun. I hope you'll take notes. And I've just put in the chat, if you're interested, if you have a question right off the bat, or if you'd like to be considered for hot seat coaching, we want you to raise your hand so that we can unmute you. And I want to start off with a story. I want you to know how it is that I really began to take this opportunity serious as a brand partner and recruit my first brand partner. Because initially I was just sharing very casually on Facebook. I'd had an amazing weight loss story. And then I started learning about what was possible with this opportunity and with the network marketing model. And I read the book GoPro. Have any of you read that book GoPro? If you have, put a 1 in the chat if you've read the book GoPro. Great. Yep. So that book was life-changing for me. And I now give it as a gift to every frontline brand partner that I enroll, because it really showed me what was possible if I took this network marketing opportunity seriously. And that's exactly the pivot that I made. I went from treating it really casual, like a little hobby, like, oh, I'm just going to get my products paid for, to, wait a minute, residual income is totally where it's at. And as much as I loved business coaching and helping women, I recognized that I wanted to work in a more elegant way than the really the grind that is the dollars for hours paradigm. Residual marketing is a beautiful, gorgeous, elegant way of earning a living, where we take a little from many. Okay. And so what I started to do when I started to take this seriously is I started to have not just weekly gatherings at my house, but bi-weekly gatherings at my house for 2 months. I would gather together the moms and we would talk about the Million Mom movement twice a week for 2 months. I talked about Dave and Amy. I talked about our products. I talked about, just the values that this company has and how much it was in alignment with who I was as a longtime environmental activist. And so I offer that to you just as a sort of a seed, really, to be planting in your mind around how it is that you can be leading with the Million Mom movement in your business. All right. And this doesn't have to be all about that, but I just wanted you to know that I was sparked. Naiva Flory was one of the first women that I met at our convention who was leading with the Million Mom movement. And I was so excited to meet her because I'd seen her posting online a lot about the MMM. And I was like, girl, you got it going on. And I saw what was possible here, because when we reach the moms predominantly, dads as well, but the moms predominantly are in charge of the finances of the family. Okay. We make economic decisions for the family when it comes to food predominantly. All right. And I saw what was possible with the Million Mom movement to grow to 1 million fold. That's why I'm like, 1,000 signatures on that petition. We have got so far to go. We've got so far to go to really live into the name that we have here. I'd like to see hundreds of people on this Zoom. I was on a Zoom the other night. There was 1,000 people on that Zoom. 1,000 people. It's the biggest Zoom I'd ever been on. So I'd love for that to be the reality here every Friday, just so you can tap into my vision of where I'm going with the Million Mom movement, what I want to see happening. So yeah, if you're interested in hot seat coaching, if you're interested in asking a question, we're asking you to raise your hand, and we are here for you. All right. So I do see one hand raised. That would be Ms. Tal Kapoor. Hey, Tal.
Hi, you know me, I always have a question for you guys. I love tapping into you guys. I'm sorry, I'm kind of on and off camera today. I would love to do a hot seat coaching, but today is not the day. But I do have a question. I know that you, Stephanie, and you've been trying to encourage me to lead more with the Million Mom movement. And so I've been kind of digging into that in my own headspace on how to really language around that. And so my question really is, when I want to talk to someone and introduce them, especially like to the petition and just to the whole movement, I know that when I first came into Purium, there was a whole slogan for what was it? 10 women reaching 100 families and the 1,000 pantries, or I don't know what, I can't remember. But if that's still a language or a slogan that's used, I'd love to hear about that. Or if there is some other kind of approach or acronym or something that that you think would be useful for us to talk about when other Jodies put it in the chat. Thank you. But really, like when people are asking, well, what is the Million Mom movement? What is the movement of many? I believe it goes much further than just the glyphosate subject. But I don't want to be the one that's rambling on. So if there's any kind of quick tip, fast, cute, I don't know, peppy thing that I don't know, help.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. So I made the decision back in January of 2020 to lead with glyphosate because we have a solution, and because it is the most widely used herbicide in the world. It is toxic it causes cancer. I thought we can really make a stand with this. All right. So this is my passion. And it has been ever since Biomedic launched, and even before, actually, because the issues that I had with my son Zephyr predated Biomedic's launch. Okay. So I'm an activist, as you all know. And what's going on with our farmlands is egregiously wrong. Egregiously wrong. We should not, as parents, as caregivers, be mitigating toxins in our food. It is so incredibly wrong to me. So when I'm a stand for justice and I speak up for injustice, and so the whole glyphosate issue is so unjust to me as a longtime organic activist. So it's an easy in, Tal, to say, are you aware of glyphosate on our food by any chance? Were you aware that it is the most widely used herbicide in the world? Were you aware that it causes cancer? Were you aware that glyphosate is the main ingredient in Roundup and that it is created by Monsanto, who was purchased by Bayer? Bayer. What do we think of when we think of Bayer? Aspirin, right? So it's these questions that can spark conversations that can, because here's where I live, you guys. We all need to be becoming activists right now in so many ways with glyphosate and beyond. So I'm really here to teach you all to become activists in service to your businesses, really. Because what I see the Million Mom movement is a way to merge your prosperity with your activism. Is that making sense? Can I see some head nods? Yeah. Oh, I'm getting clapping. Thank you so much. It says Sarah, but I don't think that's your name. Or maybe it is. I don't know. So as you can see, I'm incredibly passionate about this, and I have been for 30 years. Ever since I, breathed in the pesticides on the organic farm 30 years ago when I was living with my boyfriend at the time and learning about organic versus conventional farming. So when we lead with the Million Mom movement with a question, or really with anything in regards to our Purium business, have you heard about superfoods? Do you ever cleanse? Do you know about parasites? I mean, there's so many questions. Being curious. So I was a trained counselor and coach for many years. And so, asking questions is a wonderful way to get people to think about what you want them to think about. Right? And then you can help them when you get the answer to educate. I'm an activist and I'm an educator. So I'd like to, and I'm surrounded here with the council with other activists and educators. So I'd love to open the floor here for anyone else, Jody, Carmela, Naiva, Taz, to chime in here.
So I absolutely agree with you, Steph. I think leading with, do you know about glyphosate toxicity? I think that is the best opening line ever, because we are the only company that has a solution, right? Instead of saying, do you know what spirulina? I mean, spirulina is everywhere, right? But saying glyphosate, like that's what attracted me, right? I knew everything, or I thought I knew everything, right? But when I heard glyphosate, I was like, say what? What was it do? And this is a number one cause in so many illnesses that we don't even think we have. They're dormant in our body, right? But they only show up later. So this is a problem that everyone experiences. And in Cheerios, I mean, we could throw a rock into a grocery store and hit 5 products that have glyphosate toxicity, right? There's so many products. So we have to be louder. So don't take it like glyphosate is a small task. No, it's massive. And why not lead with that? Let's not be shy away from this glyphosate toxicity. Let's be louder and share it. share the Fierce Fridays. You know, lead people onto the Fierce Friday. Okay, you don't want to hear me speak? Come meet more people. Come meet these powerful mamas. You know, they're just like us. Maybe they'll connect to someone else on the call, right? Maybe it'll be a different topic that'll be like, oh, I resonate with that. Oh, there's a pledge. I resonate with that too. You know, so people get attracted to different things. And I would say plug them into our community, because the community is everything. When I meet a mom and she tells me, she's like, my teenager would never eat this. And I'm like, don't worry, we got you. Come out to Fierce Friday. You know, we do these kids calls as well. We have all ages in our group, you know, and our kids live this life. And then those kids can see other kids live it and they don't feel alone. And if they're not able to come on, we have a YouTube channel. You know, we have an answer for everything. We have a solution for everything. So just invite them on, and then that'll start building the momentum. And then you just follow up.
Beautiful, Taz. Beautiful. Can you hear her passion? This is why I love you, woman. This is the passion that we are transmitting into the field with how serious we feel this issue is. It's a massive issue. And yes, the MMM is about more than glyphosate, but we are committed to changing the way that food is made in the United States of America, period, and globally. But we have to start here where we all live, which is the US, okay? So, and Canada. So, Carmela, would you like to chime in?
Merging your purpose with prosperity, keep everything simple, okay? MMM, activism, purpose, and prosperity, right? How do we prosper in the future if we don't know what to do? Here, we're giving you what to do. We're giving you tools to share with families who don't know what to do. And this is our problem. Nobody's teaching us. Who is teaching the families? I'm a family. I'm not from America specifically. I'm from another culture and I have my cultural things, but we need to be real, guys. Like, there's so many families out there who need help. And purpose. Okay, if you're a healer, you want to help people. How are you going to give back? Well, everybody has this inkling to just not survive, but they actually want to help. So what can we share about how to make them more prosperous with their purpose is invite to the community, just like Taz said. Keep everything as simple as possible. Do not do all the work. Do not. It will not serve you as a mom or a caregiver to shoulder everything. You have to understand how to be, what I tell my team, a professional connector. And how do you connect? With enthusiasm, with passion, and appealing to them. Always think of the end user. Get yourself out of the way and remember who you're talking to, and always let it be about them. So how do I lead with the Million Mom Movement? You have to listen, but just be like, okay, guys, you know, I hear all this, but I cannot not tell you that I have something that literally will change your life based on all the stress that you're going through that I have to listen to as a good friend. But here is something that just tune in and replay and just get part of the turn. I love what Steph always says. It's like she turned her emotions, her anger into movement and action, and she had to put it somewhere, because what happens? It's like a cesspool. We get angry, we get upset, and it's not healthy. So
yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so as a longtime environmental social justice activist, we had a saying, don't get angry, get organized. So Fierce Friday was my solution to organize us all and to create a platform where we could be educating, where we could be inspiring, where we could be sharing stories. And of course, that's what we do. And so, you know, every Friday we curate and craft these presentations for you, and they're all there on the YouTube channel. So if there's some topic that particularly sparks you, you can use that specific recording to say, hey, if I share this recording with you, would you watch? You know, and our lunch and learns, oh my gosh, they are profound deep dives into how nutrition is helping so many things postpartum depletion, depression, psychosis, infertility, the list goes on and on. The one coming up is going to be all about cancer. Dave Sandoval and I are going to have a little dance together on the 20th of October. So there's so many ways that you can share what we've already created, let alone the live events that we're in right now every Friday. So thank you, Carmela. All right, we do have some hands up. Anjanette, welcome.
Hi, thank you. I just really appreciate you ladies, and I'm learning a lot from Taz, and I appreciate her so much. But you ladies really helped me see that I've been missing a market. I used to be a daycare provider, and because of multiple reasons, I've switched over to doing this and another field too. But how would you guys, not having any little ones of my own, my baby's 25. So, and I guess I'm kind of lost at how they approach. I have some access to different ways, but not having little ones, I'm have so many things going on in my head to just share. So what's a good way to share? The thing that popped in my head was just having a box of Cheerios and a bottle of Roundup saying, do you know what's in common with these two?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So you could create your own presentations locally.
Okay.
Yeah, you could create an in-person event or an online event. You could invite your upline, myself, any one of us from the council to come and present at that event.
Okay.
We can beam in via Zoom if it's a live event. I've done that for numerous brand partners of mine.
Okay.
Yeah, and that way we just sort of underscore your message. We give it, integrity.
And like, where do I just go on the Million Mom Movements, like where to start posting, I guess, where to get the content, where to get the information to where I have really good content to share about what's in my heart to get it out of my mouth. There's always that difference between your heart, your head and your heart. Well, mine's between my heart and my mouth, getting it out and just wanting to share correctly and getting that message out.
Okay. So the first thing I want to say is really don't worry about sharing correctly.
Okay.
Your passion, the vibration that people feel through you is more important than what you say. How about that?
Okay.
People are really left with how we made them feel. So if you're transmitting passion, if you're transmitting outrage, if you're transmitting, commitment, that's going to be felt. And that is what you will leave them with. So you really can't go wrong, Anjanette. All right. And in terms of like the niche of the daycare, so you used to work at a daycare, did you say?
I had my own in-home daycare, and we've been in youth children ministry for 25 years and outreach.
Okay. Do you have an email list?
I only had a small home daycare. No, I mean, like 10 families.
10 families. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's what we do when we have a smaller list. Like that's a list, right? That's a list right there, a small daycare list. So you can market to that list. You can call them up on the phone or you can email them if you have their emails. And then what you can also do is network through them. Hi, I wanted to let you know that I've aligned with this amazing company that is all organic, pure nutrition, food and superfood. And they actually have an activist movement within their company. And I'd love to share more with you about that if you're interested. And I wondered if you might know anyone that would also be interested in this. And then you could have bullets like removing glyphosate out of your body, up-leveling your health, transforming your wellness, up-leveling your whole family's health, whatever the intention is, right, of reaching out to these folks. And so I know I just said a lot there.
No, that's helpful. And then so there's a page that I'm part of. It's mom's page. So I could even do a post and invite them to Zoom saying, hey, I'm going to be doing a Zoom or meet at my house if you're local, and just sharing about glyphosate. So
Yes.
I'm so glad I came on today because I'm totally seeing a whole niche. I was thinking, oh, I'm 50 and older, I can just share in this, but then I forget my years of experience with kids. And I was one of those people who fed daycare kids Cheerios, because you want to do something. It's like you have a 1-year-old and 3-year-old. So you put the 1-year-old in the high chair with some Cheerios so you can attend to the little one.
Yeah.
The other ones that are running around.
Yeah. And what I will say is if you're going to do something in person, you want to have this PDF at your presentation. This is a 40-page PDF. I share it all the time here on Fierce Friday. This is a teaching tool for me and my team when I used to have more in-person gatherings down in California. And it shows all the levels of glyphosate in all these products. You know how Taz just said you could throw a rock and hit 5 products?
Yeah.
These are all the products here. If you haven't read this PDF, maybe one of you in the council could put the link in the chat. I'd really appreciate it. This PDF is jaw-dropping, absolutely jaw-dropping.
Awesome. Taz, I'll send you my email and email it to me. Okay, thank you.
I just threw it up in the chat.
Oh, thank you. Okay, awesome.
Can I jump in real quick?
Of course.
This is my thing. I worked with kids for 13 years before I had my own. So the other thing that I think sets Purium apart from that, you've got the glyphosate, you can go with that, you can run with that. But I know as a parent of young kids, yes, I wanted to know that. I was really glad when I found that out. I had kids that are sensitive to gluten in the whole 9 yards. But you got to make them eat it. And so you give them the Epigenius or the MVP Kids or the Family Nutrition Pack or the juice bar in a bag, and it tastes good. And lots of mothers need to hear that their kids will actually eat it if they spend the money. So having the samples there for them to taste, take the cherry juice, throw all the juice bar in a bag stuff in it, mix it up, tastes like fruit punch. The kids will love it. And they will buy the juice bar in a bag and a cherry juice and maybe a Biomedic or an Epigenius, those kinds of things. And you can put it in there, but they want the information, they want the solution, but it's bigger than just Biomedic, right? We've got 60 products. And for kids to be able to get them to do this, take the picture, you can go on the MMM or the Million Mom Movement business page on Facebook. And there's all these pictures of all of our kids with the green mouth because they're chewing chlorella. And throw one of those pictures up in your group or on your page and say, hey, I bet you I can get your kids to do this too. You interested? Or something like that. If you're going for kids, because parents will do for their kids what they won't do for themselves. And so kids are a great way to introduce these products, especially if that is the group of people that you're targeting. Or I don't like to use that word. My husband uses that word because he's in sales, that you are introducing the product to. Targeting feels a little too salesy, right? That's what it is. Yeah, but sometimes it's harsh language. So I just wanted to throw that in there too.
I appreciate that because it really goes along with Taz knows we have a nonprofit too. And our whole aim is just to help and educate. And I guess I kind of lost my focus and that's why I was struggling. So now I can see, I'm getting emotional because I'm super excited because now I see where I can be so effective and take this. My oldest is 30 years old, 33. So I can take my 33 years experience of being a mom. I can take my 12 plus years of daycare and helping over 40 kids. And then the kids we're going to help in Brazil that we've helped and just different families. And I can see how I can just all put that together and just share really powerfully because I was missing that. And so I'm sorry, I'm just super excited because I see where I can just help families. And I'm just really, I get really emotional. I'm sorry.
Oh, please don't apologize. Your tears are sacred and they're beautiful and you're going to make us all cry because what I'm feeling here is you're seeing what's possible here, how you can help. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And this is the why that makes you cry.
Yeah.
That's what this is exactly what you've just illustrated for us, the why that makes you cry. So if we don't know our why, we're working this business and we don't know our why, it can feel very hard.
Yeah, I think I lost touch for a minute because I thought I had to disassociate because I don't have the daycare anymore. But then I realized, wait a minute, I'm still, after hearing everybody this morning sharing, it just made me realize, well, wait a minute, I'm still a part of this, and I can contribute still. Just because my arms are messed up doesn't mean I can't still care for kids.
Absolutely. I love that. Yay. I'm so glad you came.
Thank you all so much. I appreciate you.
You're very welcome.
And I just wanted to brag a little bit on Angie that she has a lot of nonprofits. She's been helping so many women on refuge. She helps animal shelters, so many animal shelters on a Biomedic, Epigenius dogs. I mean, she helps on so many levels. So this is just another level to your business.
Beautiful, Angie. Beautiful. Yay. All right. Deep breaths. We're going to move on to Dr. Lisa B. You have a hand raised. Hi. We'll get you unmuted.
Here we go. Hi, everybody. I have to
Hi.
tell you, this is my favorite call of the week. And I always love it that it's on Friday. It sort of like spizzes up the whole weekend, and it's pretty awesome. So I've been sort of an activist in so many ways in health. I'm a chiropractor. And but I wanted to sort of share and also maybe ask for support or even any knowledge that you guys might have to support me. My daughter came on board with Purium with me. She's been a ballet dancer all her life. And we have dealt with a lot of anorexia, bulimia, these kinds of things. So we have decided to go on a mission and start to get this out to the ballet world. And we just started, so it's starting to open up doors, like even one of the old stagehands when I was a kid and I danced, you know, had to come up and said, hey, it's in the acting world as well. And, you know, all these different kinds of things, because I mean, I dealt with extreme, you know, anorexia with some of the girls with my daughter dancing. And it used to break my heart, you know, that they're not getting the nutrition, they get injured and then they can't heal because they don't have the proper nutrition. And I just thought, oh my God, Purium just actually fits that bill to give these kids and adults the nutrition they need without the calorie, without the crap, you know, and to be able to create a healthier situation for them. So we really just started reaching out. So if you know of any dancers or ballet companies or anything like that, please let me know any information. If anybody has dealt with eating disorders, and I know it's not just the ballet world, I'm sure there are people out there who have ever known somebody who had bulimia or anorexia, that this is actually a perfect solution for it to get them on the shakes.
Beautiful, beautiful. And you've just given me an idea for one of our future lunch and learns, ladies.
We
Yeah.
actually have it. We do have somebody on one of our lunch and learns that talked about this very issue. It was, Taz, which one was that? Was it August or September?
The body positivity was on with Audra when I interviewed her. I wanted somebody specifically who had an eating disorder because there were people who were overweight, but they were proud. Another one was like somebody who was a movement professional influencer. So yes, like definitely look on our YouTube, but the second interview was share that on. This is why we create these, is because we want it to be relatable. And how is it relatable in different areas? So the lunch and learn specifically on body positivity. And I love your idea, Dr. Lisa.
Thank you.
There's like the modeling industry, the beauty industry. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, it could be very impactful and it would be amazing. But as far as glyphosate and other kinds of things, I've been on a rampage with that for probably about 20 years myself. So I was so glad to find Purium because it actually just fit right into what I was already doing. Amazing stuff.
Wonderful. Thanks for reminding me, ladies. I forgot. All right. So we have Laura Guccione. Hello, Laura. Hi. Can we unmute Laura?
There we go. I wanted to know, is there any glyphosate and autism connections?
Okay, so first of all, I got to stop you because we got to pronounce it correctly, everybody. Okay. We got to pronounce it correctly. It's glyphosate. Really important. Okay. If we want people to take us seriously.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It happens all the time, Laura. It happens all the time because it's a very unusual word. And so, okay, so your question was, is there any connection between glyphosate and autism? I would say you know, I can't verify this because I'm not a doctor and I haven't tested for it, but I would say absolutely yes. And this was my excitement 3 years ago when Biomedic first launched, that we would be helping children with autism. And we are going to be doing a lunch and learn soon with 2 women in our community who are going to be presenting all about autism and nutrition. So watch for that. I'm hoping for November. Yeah, Annie Ibarra, Dave's Annie, and Tears of Dawn. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And in the Million Mom Movement blog, there's a post about that as well. So take a look at the blog if you haven't checked it out.
Is that in the iShare Purium?
No.
No, it's in the millionmommovement.info. We have
Okay.
our own blog.
Okay, let me
There.
jot it down. All right.
And not to forget the toxin that came to dinner that has a specific chart on autism and its connection to glyphosate. So we have it in a book, $5. Send it to someone you know who's asking. I mean,
Yeah.
Where do I get that book?
in go ahead.
Go ahead, Carm.
In your, are you a customer or partner?
I'm a
of
brand
Biomedic?
partner.
Okay, just go into shop. It's there. The
It's
toxin.
in the Purium. Okay, cool. Okay,
Sweet. Thanks, Carm. Really good
thank
point.
you.
Yeah, buy a bunch of those copies, you guys. I mean,
Yeah.
if we're gonna be activists and we're gonna be promoting glyphosate, I give those copies away all the time to people. So just have a plethora of them. It's the same with GoPro. You know, I buy GoPro for my brand partners. I buy this for prospects that I feel are a good match. You know, you don't want to just give them away to anybody, but you can loan them, right, and then get them back. But if you have somebody who is a potential brand partner that could really run with this, like a naturopath or an osteopath, or, you know, there's so many health practitioners out there that would love to read that book and know about Biomedic. So I've often said all these years, you could have your own business with Purium just with Biomedic. It's that important of a product. Okay, Ms. Shawnee Hunter, welcome.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for everyone being here. I want to say I have been enjoying Purium off and on my first time 6 years ago, and it has helped me in so many areas in my life. And my question today is, hold on, baby. Hold on one second. My question today is, do you guys have PDF, like downloadable PDFs that have a price list, so that, because my idea is, and maybe this is someone else does this, but I've collected business cards over all the people that I've ever met in my like 10 years of doing business, of self-entrepreneurship through different avenues. And I was thinking, I want to send out my business card because I just ordered Purium business cards. And I want to send those out to people, and then possibly a list, or if you guys have some sort of recommendation, what I can actually put out in the physical mail, because I have so many people that don't even do the internet. And so I want to reach out to the people that are like still using the snail mail.
That's such a great question. So we are looking at several different things that would be like something that you could actually hold in your hand. We're working with corporate right now. So we used to have a 3-fold brochure, Shawnee, all about the Million Mom movement. And I used to
I have those, but they have the old website on it. But I ran out one in my room, and I still put those out there for people to like look at. But yeah, so you're working on something updated?
Yeah, we are working on something. It's a postcard, to be honest with you. It's something that people that has the pledge on it, that you could have, that you could give to people, that you could put your gift code or your phone number, or however you do your business. So that is being worked on right now with Purium. And until that day comes, because I don't know when it's going to come, when it's actually created, the best thing you could do would be to create something of your own accord, where you compile information that is unique to you, Shawnee, and what you care about in terms of what the MMM and Purium represent. and
I
and
had
see that-
already been thinking about that, but I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't already something already made. I did notice that on the gear, Purium gear site, there's a tear off that has a pretty cool, it's $10, but it has a pretty cool like 25 sheets of like the main products that I'm gonna buy that and put that in there. And then my business card, and just like, I guess my idea is that I think I'm just gonna write a little like small, hey, how's it going? This is my story, sort of small. And then point out those bullet points that you had mentioned earlier about the glyphosate, which I haven't really been introducing that to people. I've been just kind of focusing on autoimmune and like helping people keep their energy up. But I haven't thought about mentioning the glyphosate. So thanks for bringing that up today. I'm glad to show up.
Yeah, absolutely. You can always count on us to lead with glyphosate. That's what
Thank
we
you.
do.
That's all I had a question.
Great, thanks. All right. There's one other question. We have a little bit of time left. I don't see another hand up though. Oh, another question, Laura? Laura Guccione, can you
Yeah,
unmute?
I can't seem to find my hand raising, but I had two things. So I have a physician that was interested in biomed, but she said she currently takes Mediclear, which also is created by physicians and removes glyphosate. What I discovered though, and I contacted that company, Purium Biomedic is the only proven product to remove glyphosate out of the bloodstream.
Right, so we're third-party certified
Okay.
to do what we
Well,
claim it does.
Okay.
Let me
And
let me
then-
jump in on this one too. This is important to note. Not only do we remove glyphosate 74% in 6 weeks, we lower C-reactive protein by 75% in 6 weeks, and we reduce gut permeability by 35% in that same 6 weeks with no diet change because of the other ingredients other than the fulvic and humic acid. So not only are we removing glyphosate, we're helping to repair damaged guts. And that is what sets Biomedic apart from the other products on the market that remove glyphosate. So it's a more well-rounded product.
Mhm.
Okay. I also had a question about this, and I've never heard of it. And if you could elaborate on the gold seal of approval, the glyphosate free
So
gold seal of approval.
so are you, yeah, so I don't know much about that, to be honest. I just know that there are products and brands out there that have that seal now, which I love seeing, but I can't comment on that.
I think, are you talking about the gold seal on Biomedic? That's through the Detox Project. And we are the only product they certify gluten-free things and things that get rid of glyphosate, et cetera. They certify it themselves. And we're the only company that has their certification guaranteeing that we remove glyphosate. So you can go to the detoxproject.com and you can see that there.
Okay, far out. Thanks so much.
I think it's detoxproject.org, Jode. I don't think it's .com.
Oh, it might be org. Check it, double check
I'm
it,
pretty
guys.
sure it's org.
I'll go
So I
look.
think there was one other person that had their hand up, but I'm not seeing it. Anna Michelle, or who's got their hand up? I can't see.
Wait, sorry. That was me.
Oh, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Great. We only have a few more minutes. Do you have a question?
Yes, my question is, I was picked as one of the winners for the Million Mom Movement, which I'm very grateful about. That's been impacting my life in so many ways right now. I can't even fathom to like explain, but I wanted to like ask if there's a way that I know someone else that might need the same help. Like, am I able to like sign them up?
Yes. Yes. Yes, you are. First of all, I'm so glad you're here. Please keep coming back, Anna. don't ever stop.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're here. Congratulations on winning the scholarship. You're so worthy. And yes, you can connect what you want to do is you want to connect your prospect, because even if it's a scholarship potential recipient, you want to connect your prospect with your upline diamond. Do you know who that is, Anna?
Yes, I do.
Okay, they need to do like a sort of a vetting interview first to make sure that it's an appropriate fit for, because it's business forward, as you know, Anna. So and not everyone, a lot of people in the early days, we had a lot of people that were getting the scholarship and not doing anything with the business. And that does not make us happy. So we want to help move the movement forward, and the way that we do that is by sharing. So yay. I'm so glad you're
this
here.
person is a mom to be, just giving a small description, and she wants to join the business after giving birth. So definitely going in full force with it.
Okay, cool. So she can become a Purion customer and still apply for the scholarship.
Okay.
She cannot be a brand partner and apply for the scholarship. That's the distinction. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. You guys, I cannot believe it. We're at the top of the hour. I can't even take another call, another caller. We can't take another person, another question. I'm so sorry. This has been incredibly successful because of you. All right? We can't do this without you. So we're so glad that you're here with us every single Friday. And next Friday, we pivot to health, back to health. And we've got our very own Naeva Flory, who's going to be leading all about creating a healthy Halloween. So we hope you found value in being with us here today. We will be doing these Ask the Council Health and or Wealth way more often, because we're seeing the value that it's having for the field, and that makes us really happy. So if you're inspired today, go live, widen your reach. You know, interview someone on one of us, ask us to interview us on Instagram or Facebook, you know, go live. We are here to tout this mission and to reach 1 million people. That's why we're doing this. So thank you so much. We're so grateful to all of you. Thank you to my gorgeous council. Go out and have a beautiful weekend, and let's share the love, the good green word, as I like to say. All right. Okay, y'all. God bless us. Bye-bye.
Bye, love y'all.